In 1960, the World Bank identified 101 middle-income economies. By 2008, almost 50 years later, only 13 of those 101 had made it to high-income status. One was Korea, but one was Greece. The external environment will be in considerable flux, with risks to growth. In particular, part of China's structural shift will be to move up the value chain. So Korea can benefit more from China's growth, but Korea will need to keep its competitive edge. Internally, Korea will need to face challenges of demographics, with an increasing dependency ratio and even possibly a falling population by 2030. There's potential long-term fiscal stress associated with that and high household debt. There's low service sector productivity and a difficult dual system of labor relations. But combining the external with the internal, Korea could consider a strategy that integrates national, regional, and global policies. As Marcus Noland of the Peterson Institute has written, if you look at the development history over the past 50, 60 years of Korea, international institutions have played a key role as good policy anchors for Korea. Where Korea has had international anchors in trade and later in financial reform and investment, it's imported reforms and competition. But domestic policies without such benchmarks have proven weaker. So a good starting point for Korea is to fully implement its comprehensive FTAs with the United States and the European Union. Korea is the only country that has FTAs with both. And then the investment accords with China and Japan can assist, as well as a possible future trade accord with China. Most important for Korea would be to strengthen intellectual property rights and investment, transparency and competition, and most of all, service sector productivity. Because looking across economies from the World Bank, we've seen that service sector development is a key route to avoiding that middle income track. The Hyundai Research Center and the IMF have estimated that while Korean productivity increased 3 to 4% a year over a quarter century outside the service sector, that service sector productivity actually fell. Yet the good news is that the Korean entertainment services exports are up, showing what's possible. So this reform agenda could include reducing barriers to entry and competition, welcoming foreign investment, removing the tax bias for manufacturing, expanding R&D, and through competition improving the application of technology to help the broader service sector. Indeed, a more efficient services in health and retirement combined with higher retirement ages is especially important given Korea's demographic outlook.